the first step of my control was to check the transcription of the Arabic script after having downloaded the episode in the program. So the program transcribes in general fairly the Arabic script. And it tries sometimes to improve it. So, for example, for this reason, we can see that the program produces two versions. One called as original source, and the other we can call it as revised version. I checked both versions and I controlled them with the Arabic audio. There's still some errors and some difficulties that the program has. All these problems can be categorized in 10 categories. The first category is the spelling errors, which also often are caused by unclear pronunciation of the speaker. I'm going now to share to show you some examples from the episode on the philosopher Ibn al-Haytham, produced by the Qatar radio. So if, for example, if we go to title number 118, we can see that we have this word here that I'm highlighting here. So this word is actually one unique substance with the possessive pronoun. However, the program considers it two substances, like the substance and a separate pronoun. And if I intervene here and I correct the word, you can understand how it should be the word correctly. So this letter should be like this. The two words should be a one word, as you can see also here. So it's one word and not two words as it is now in this case. In 174, what we have is a problem in the pronunciation of the letter sin. So in the letter sin, the speaker pronounced it at th. So we can see that also the program recognized the letter th and not the letter s. So here we have the verb here in this case is should be askhanatu and not askhanatu. So it's here the problem in the pronunciation between the two letters that are very similar in Arabic pronunciation. So we have here sin and thin. So here is another example of orthographical errors. Sometimes also there are orthographical errors that are caused to improve the original text into the revised text. So here you can see that the word here it's the same, and he put it in red, which means that the program was not sure in the transcription of the word. Why? Because here we have a verb, and a verb in this sentence cannot be correct. So for this reason he put it in red, and means that there is a need for a human intervention. And indeed here we don't have a verb, but we have a noun, and for this reason we need to correct it from yataqarrab into al-mutaqarrib. So here, so for example, we need to add these three letters to transform the word into a noun, into a substantive, and not verb as it was written by the program. And another category of errors is a foreign terminology. For example, we can say that the program cannot recognize some terms that they are not Arabic terms, or Arabized terms of Greek philosophers, for example, or abbreviations of some associations, etc. So the program, how it works, the program or spells the terms in erroneous way, or simply omit the word. If we go to subtitle number 21, so we can see that we have problem with the transcription of the name of the philosopher Aristotle. So we have the name of the philosopher Aristotle, Aristo in Arabic. So we have it here as two words. The the Arabized term of Aristotle, it's Aristo, and there is the talis here because the speaker said Aristotelis. In Arabic, we have two ways to call the philosopher Aristotle. So, or Aristo or Aristotelis, which is from Greek. Here the program recognized just one form, which is Aristo, and therefore divided the word in two words, Aristo and Thales, and here we have this orthographical problem for this reason. In this verse, in 26 and 27, we have many philosophers, many Greek philosophers, and the program did not recognize all the names. And here we have a problem because non-recognizing all the names, he omitted two of them, and therefore the transcription has errors. And I think that as we are going also to see, the translation also will have errors here in this case. Another category, it can be caused by when the program or when the episode has more than one voice that are speaking together. For example, in this case, we have multiple voices, and the program cannot recognize when the first voice stops and the second begins. And for this reason, he consider that the text produced by both voices together, contemporary, as one unique text, and therefore we have a problem in the text itself. As an example for this category, we have speaker 5 and speaker 8. So speaker 5 is a voice for the philosopher, in our case Ibn al-Haytham, is speaking in first person, and speaker 8 is presenting the philosopher, etc. So in this case, the speaker 5 continue to talk, and when he continues to talk, the speaker 8 commenting on or continuing what he started here. So where is the problem? That this first words belongs to speaker 5 and not to speaker 8, and from here we have the beginning of speaker 8. When we go now to understand the Arabic text produced from the program, there is a problem because we have the first two words are at the first person and the continuity at the third person. So if we go now and we see this example in the translation, we can see that also the produced translation was also problematic, and there is no sense in the translation of these subtitles. Another problem that we can see in this our episode, we have sometimes a long periods of music, just a background of music. And what is strange here, that the program adds one word in this long period, and this word does not exist in this music background. So for example, we can see in here in subtitle 69, we have this word wama. This word does not exist because we have here the music. So it's a background of the music. It was a bit long, so we have this word here. 78, again, the same speaker one, which means the background of the music. So again, the program adds this word which does not exist in this period of music. Now we can go for another category, which is a very important category, is the presence of colloquial Arabic in interviews with speakers, with professors and experts and scholars. They sometimes use some terms from their colloquial Arabic language, Egyptian, Moroccan, Algerian, etc. Some of these terms can be recognized by the program, and sometimes the program also transforms them in the standard Arabic. Other times, these terms are not recognized and they are transcribed, and sometimes in a wrong way. They will cause a problems for the translation when they are not recognized as in Arabic terms. So, and in the same category of the colloquial Arabic is when the speaker is talking and is not reading a text. In the translation, we will have problem when the program will will transcribe exactly the text as was listened, and cannot recognize that there is a repetition, or that this specific term in the colloquial Arabic does not mean the literal meaning. So there will be a confusion, and this will cause problems in the translation. Let's see some examples of this category. Here we have Willi. So it's a relative pronoun, which is an Egyptian relative pronoun. And again, we can see it, it's in red, which means that there is a need for intervention. We will see that the translation will be problematic, and will have some errors. We have also two verbs that are transformed into from colloquial form in the audio to that standard written form. So if we hear the program, if we hear the speaker pronounce these two verbs in his colloquial pronunciation that is very different from that of the standard. But the program recognized the verb and put it in the correct way according to the standard form. The category of transcribing a word for some reason totally wrongly. So I will give two examples. Subtitle 37, we have this verb ra'a. So it's not the verb. For some reason, probably because it was not pronounced very clearly, the original verb should be this one. So this is the original verb, hala, which is very close to the first form, the original transcribed word, which was changed in the revised version for some reason. Now we can go to the eighth category of errors. Sometimes the program, when we have, for example, direct and indirect discourse, the program does not recognize it, and we cannot see when the indirect discourse stops and the direct discourse begins. For example, and this will have its consequences and problems for the translation. So 169, 170, we have the narrator, and the narrator quotes in the first person from one another speaker, from our philosopher Ibn al-Haytham. Here what we have, that there is no a clear sign to say that here we have a quotation, or here we have an indirect discourse, not by the narrator but by one another author. So when we go to the translation, as I said, we will see that this also was had its consequences to produce a wrong translation. The family names are composed, or are not clear Arabic, so the program does not recognize them. So if I go to the family name of the mentioned here in the episode, which is the last name, again it was corrected. So the correct form is in the original one, it's al-surur, and the corrected, it was changed into al-surur as a noun, which is a noun in Arabic. So the family name should be composed of two words. These two words were united as one word because in Arabic there is one word like this. So I think the program tries to correct it, but non-recognizing that these two words are a family name, usual family name in the Gulf, and for this reason considered it error, and tried it to correct it in this way. One final category should be the related to the grammar, to the Arabic grammar. If you don't know, in the Arabic language, in the standard Arabic language mainly, we still have the dual form. So when we speak of two persons, of two things, we use this case of substantive and verbs for two persons, and the program does not recognize this, and he transforms the verb or the substantive, which is conjugated into the dual form, to singular or sometimes to plural. So also this will have a problem in the translation, as we are going to see. An example of this here in subtitle number 91. So here we have a dual form of the pronoun transforms it or changes into plural form. And as I said, we can see this to have its consequences in producing a wrong translation sometimes when we need to specify that we have here two persons and not one, or are not plural more than two.